Hello.
Hello, cheers.
Cheers. Look, you're gonna be so proud of me.
Shut the fuck up. I made myself a
Ah,
latte because I
bitch.
knew you were gonna pull this. I thought you were gonna pull the same shit you've been pulling.
Bitch. I literally said I'm gonna
I'll
get my
be,
drink ready.
I'll literally, but yeah, but you've been saying that, but you've been like, let me get a beer. 1 second.
Go, go, get out of here. While Vanessa's getting her beer, I'm going to share what I made. Because I'm very proud of myself. I have had this gin. I have it is a prickly pear and orange blossom gin. And somebody gave it to me for my birthday. And so I'm so excited to try it. I'll wait for Vanessa. I'll be nice. Um, but yeah, I was kind of telling the listeners. Now,
I
ready?
heard you're in my
Cheers.
headphones, so I heard you the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. So doop.
Man, fuck this latte.
Oh, you would love this. Also,
I
you
wish
would
I
be
could
so
taste
proud.
it.
You would be so proud of me. I made a gin sour.
Oh, you put egg white in it?
I put egg white in it. That's why it got foamy. I did
Wow,
a good
look
job.
at
Ah, hold up.
you. I am so
Fucking
proud of
camera.
you.
God
That
damn it.
looks
It's too similar to the
beautiful.
color of our background. There we go. Look at how, like, look at that foam.
No, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Happy
Thank you.
Friday.
Happy Friday.
How was your week?
It
Hyper
was good.
pretend.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the living room today.
Oh, how
Um,
sweet.
we he's been so spoiled because I'm doing a step challenge.
Mm,
Um, and I'll talk about it more because me
yes,
crazy and just doing things.
absolutely.
Um, but I'm trying to get my steps in, and so that
Mhm.
means this dog has been going on walks.
Wow, good
And
for him.
yeah, great for him. Except now he just kind of expects it every time I come home.
Mm-hmm.
It took 2 days.
Yeah.
And because, that's how quickly my dog gets used to things. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, hello. So as soon as I get home, he's like on me because he's like,
Yeah, time to go to walk.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like not gonna happen today. So
Yeah. Stop it.
we might hear some squeaks in the background, so I do apologize.
That's totally fine. I
Um,
accept for pretend squeaks. That's okay.
yeah, but yeah, no, work well, week good, Friday great. Um, I got some, I guess, kind of good news. I don't know. It made me happy. News that made me happy. That has
Okay,
nothing to do
share,
with me.
please.
Um, but the job that I left,
Mm-hmm.
right? The person who took my position, that position is available. And it just kind of sucked, like hearing how unhappy some of the staff was. I had
Mm-hmm.
also heard from some of the kids too,
Mm-hmm.
and so it made me, actually yesterday, it made me super sad. I ran into a parent
Mm-hmm.
of one of my former students, and then I was like, hey, like, how's so and so doing? Like,
Yeah, what's up?
what's up? And they were like, they're really struggling. And I'm like,
Aw,
no, like, it just,
so
like, it
sad.
was so sad. Like, like,
Yeah.
and this is a kid that, like, was doing great. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
that you really care
that's,
about.
yeah. So I'm like, damn, like, that really sucks. Like, like, I'm really sad to hear that, like, to do. And they're like, yeah, like, and that kid expressed something about, like, whoever has my position right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, dang, like, I'm so sorry. Like, that really sucks. Like, I'm like, I know they're looking for someone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know that position is available.
Mm-hmm.
And so today I actually, insider information, I heard who got offered that position and I
Aw,
heard
and
from them,
good person?
because great person. And it just made me so happy, like talking to them. I was being very honest because they were like, hey, and I was like, hey, full transparency, this is what the job is like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was also like, I wanted, and I did tell teachers this when I left. I'm like, I wanted somebody who, like, the teachers would be like, what the fuck was Andrea doing? Like, this person
Mm-hmm.
does so much more.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm like, that's who I wanted. Like, that is who I
Yeah,
wanted for, like, this
the
school.
school.
Like, that's what I wanted for my kids, for the staff.
Yeah,
And so I
absolutely.
really feel like this person is gonna put me to shame. and I'm
Oh,
very
good.
excited
Off
for
the
them.
record,
Yeah, I'm
but
excited.
good for her. Congratulations to this woman I've never
Hmm.
met before in my life.
Yeah, so I'm excited for her.
Always nice to have better educators in the school system program.
Hmm.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Um,
update
Go
in the
ahead.
Chula Vista. I will update in education in Chula Vista.
Tell me more.
They're getting rid of 20 counselor positions.
Okay. And this is actually, let's talk about it.
Oh,
And let's talk about it because why is that happening?
funding.
Yeah. Is it just counselors that are getting taken out, or is it teachers as well?
Not teachers. Teachers, at least in that district, are fine. It is the funding for counselors and teachers is different.
Hmm.
And in all honesty, teachers are always going to be seen as more essential as counselors
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You can't have a school without teachers.
Hmm.
Um, Unfortunately, you can have a school without counselors.
Hmm.
Um, and so a lot of that mental health funding is running out.
Yeah.
And everybody just thinks post-COVID, like mental health is gone. So
Yeah. Time for another pandemic, I guess, to save your jobs. I'm
yeah,
just
like
kidding.
no,
Kidding,
yeah,
of course.
no.
Kidding, of course. Kidding, of course.
Given the
Um,
current situation, kidding.
I what was I gonna say? Have you been keeping up at all with
The
Zohran
Hanta.
Mamdani's
Oh, I was like the
what he's
hantavirus.
I I'm not even gonna worry about that. That's just so not
Oh no, it's not.
yeah. Um whatchamacallit. No, Zohran Mamdani officially balanced his budget in New York. They were like in a huge deficit, similar to what San Diego was dealing with, if I had to guess. And he balanced the budget, and they're like a-okay. And it literally all it took was taxing the rich and like making some deals with like the governor of New York, I guess. And now they like I think they're like adding like 1,000 teachers in like Brooklyn or something like that. And they're just doing all of these like wonderful, amazing things. And that you're just like, wow,
How doable it is?
it's crazy how doable it is and how like every person in office makes it like on either side of this of the political spectrum are like it's so hard to do that. It's so difficult to balance the budget. It's so difficult to do all these things. And then you like kind of I mean, I don't know, you start to believe it. You're like, well, I guess I don't know what it's like to be like balancing a budget and to have all these decisions to make or whatever. And then to just go see Zoran come in and like do it in less than a year and be like, I balanced the budget. I figured it out. And also I'm providing all of these things to all these New Yorkers. It's like, wow,
I think
that's
it's
cool.
yeah, no, it's so cool. And I hope that other governors and mayors see that and we just follow along. Because
Yeah.
as soon as one person shows you it's possible, it's
Hmm.
like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. And um did you see the Chula Vista mayor is like getting investigated or something for his because of his like he had like a speech or something where he like jumped out of an airplane and people are now
Oh,
investigating
yes,
into like
like his
how are you
spending.
spending your money? Because why did you
Yeah.
jump out of an airplane for your
Don't
speech
don't even get me started on our candidates. But no.
for mayor? Are we re correct? Are we reelecting a mayor right now? No, we're not, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
Cool. I really got to look into the local election because I feel like I'm not at all uh, up to snuff. PSA, if you live in the state of California, ballots are due June 2nd. I myself haven't done all the investigating I need to do, but I will be eventually. Um, if you listen to this podcast, you probably have similar ideals to what Andrea and I have. And one fun thing that not fun, but one informational thing that I've been keeping up with is the Working Families Party in California and like nationwide. But they really just at the end of the day are like looking for the best things for obviously working families. So like making sure that like the rich are taxed and that like the middle class isn't disappearing and that people get the funding and the things that they need. And it's like a pretty awesome platform, which is people get to live. Um, and they do their
Crazy idea.
recommendations of like who to elect and stuff. So
Hmm.
if you're completely lost and you don't know like even where to begin, because that's kind of how I feel. Because even when I read like articles about these politicians, it's like, well, I just want to know how they voted in the past. Like, what have they done in the past that I would agree or disagree with? I don't want to know about their platform now. Like, I want to know who they are, what their track record is. But that's become like that like Working Families Party has become like a good place for me to like, oh, who are the candidates that they're pushing forward? And I usually just kind of like go with that because I trust their judgment more than I trust my own.
Yeah. Somebody did the research.
Somebody did, right? I have to at least trust that. But they like are huge backers. Like they were like huge backers of Mom Donnie and they're huge they're like big on just people who are anti-establishment and just making sure that once again that people get to live, which I think is important. That's just me
Yeah.
though.
Basic. It's
But yeah,
crazy.
local elections. And what was the last thing I wanted to say? Um I guess it's kind of my pickle, but it's not my pickle. I have so many pickles
I
because we
have
haven't
so
talked for
many
2 weeks.
pickles. Oh
I
my
have
God,
so many things
me
that are pissing me off.
too.
But one I'm gonna say now because it wasn't actually my pickle, but it is something that's really pissing me off these days. And I spend every single day talking about how much I cannot stand Todd Gloria. Um, it is actually so frustrating that I've just been getting like email after email from every single theater company that I subscribe to in San Diego saying, we do not have money to put on this production that we were planning on doing later this year. We need $100,000 or however much money that we
That's
need in
insane.
order to put on this production because we're losing funding. There's no more grants. There's just nothing we can do. And we can't completely rely, or now they're forced to completely rely on donors because once again, theater is not uh, profitable whatsoever at any level. It requires donations, it requires state
Hmm.
funding in order to keep the lights on, literally. So I am just like foaming at the mouth. I'm foaming at the mouth. Like I'm so mad.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's just like
fair.
I'm confronted with it day after day. Like every time I just like log onto my email or hop onto my Instagram, it's just like the
Give
arts
us
funding is
money.
leaving.
The arts.
And here's all the ways that it's gonna like affect. Like I'm seeing all of the like even
Hmm.
though it's just a plan and it's not officially like signed into whatever, but it's more than likely gonna happen because that's just the way things go. And like I just want to like like scream. And if I had the chance to talk to Todd Gloria, I would say some pretty mean things to him.
Oh, okay.
I would say it to his face. There's nothing I'm saying here that I wouldn't say to that man's face.
Anything else you want to say to him here?
Um, I just think he's like an utter disgrace. That's all. I think he's an utter disgrace. I hate that he represents San Diego, and I literally cannot wait. I cannot wait for that man to be out of office. I can't wait.
I know, I don't know if it's San Diego. I know we're voting for Chula Vista.
I don't think we vote for. I don't think we voted for Todd Gloria. That's not us
No, no,
because
that's San Diego.
he's a city
That's
of San Diego
city. Yeah.
mayor. It's not county.
No, no, no. It's city of San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know who. I've just been getting all the mayor races for Chula Vista.
Also,
Too many
I'm
texts.
too.
Too
I,
many.
And
I
calls. I get called all fucking day, dude. I get a phone call
oh,
once an
I
hour.
haven't gotten called, thank God.
Oh
But
my
oh my God,
God.
so many texts.
So many
I'm like,
political text
I
messages. Who did
don't
I give
care.
my number to and when? Like, how do you all have my phone number?
I want to report it all as spam on
It's
Apple. When I delete it, I'm like, can I please
truly,
report this as spam?
it's really pissing me off. It's really pissing me off.
I feel like this counts as spam. Like, I feel spammed right now.
I feel spammed right now. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel
Uh,
the same way.
it's so funny.
Anyways, that's just
Anything else?
that's my local politics spiel. Like I've just
Okay.
been, and then also, okay, one more final thing I'm gonna say. I ran into this, I didn't run into her. We were on a hike together and I was speaking with her
Definitely did not run
and
into her.
and we were just chatting or whatever. And I won't say her name, but she's a journalist
Hmm.
for a publication in San Diego. And she was telling me that her job right now is like literally investigating like all like local politics things. And so she knows so much about the local budget. And
Hmm.
she's just, and I was like so ready to like talk to her all about it because I'm like, I want to know all of your opinions
Yeah,
and things. Like,
I
what do
want to
you know?
understand.
I want to
Yeah.
understand what's going on here. And she was just like, oh, anytime someone gets me a couple of drinks, I will just sit there and talk about the budget for hours. And I'm
Does
like,
she want to come
say,
in?
literally say less. I want to hear you talk about the budget so badly, so badly. I just want to. I feel like the local politics have taken so much of my brain space recently, and I'm like, I just really care, man. I really care.
That's what politics do. I feel like they come and go in waves when you're like
Yeah.
pissed off or like it's coming election season. So you're like, I need to
Mm-hmm.
know. And then you're like, what the
Super.
fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And then you start paying attention to everything. I also think it's my San Diego Union Tribune subscription too that's
Mhm.
like brought so, like my local politics interest, like or local news interest has like brought so much to light that I'm just like it's kind of hilarious how much local news like does not like so many aspects of the government and like the way that they comment on it and write about it. It's I'm like, wow, there are so many fucked up things within our government that you wouldn't notice like just day to day. But I think that's also what's like sparked my interest in whatever. Yeah, man.
That's really, really cool. I yeah, it's a lot. Anyways, how are you doing?
I'm good. I've had a fantastic week. Um, what have I done? Oh, I've done not much. I've been on like a TV binge. Like I've just been watching so much TV.
Oh, I have not. You're gonna
I
be so upset at me. But I did watch one
That's
episode
okay.
and
That's
a
okay.
half.
That's literally so fine. Did you like it?
I love it.
Okay, right? It's
We will talk
so
about it.
we'll get there. We'll get there. But
I want to marry them all.
no,
Like,
literally,
I'm
like
like, I feel like they're my kids.
no,
I
me
think that's,
too.
oh, okay. Well, I meant like my students'
I
kids.
no, I feel like I'm like their parent, like I'm raising them, or like I'm their sibling. Like I feel like we're
Yeah.
family. I don't know
Yeah.
why,
I
but
feel like I'm like, I think it's to me. Oh, well, never mind. Let's stay focused.
it's so important to me that they succeed. We're talking about love on the spectrum. We'll get there later. Okay, I went on TikTok and I was like, I woke up Monday morning and I was like, I want to watch true crime. Like that's literally
Oh,
all I
okay.
want to
We
do.
need to talk about something that's happening on TikTok. I need to know if you know.
Okay, we'll get there. This is what happens when we don't do this for 2 weeks.
I know.
Um, okay,
Oh, yeah. My
so
apologies. I also went to London.
no, that's literally fine. You went to London and then
Mexico
last week you just didn't
City,
want to.
London. Yeah.
Last week was just like, no, maybe not. And we're allowed that.
Hmm.
Continue.
Again, mental health.
I have the zoomies right now, in case you couldn't tell. I'm
I
like
have
two
a
sips in.
drink,
I'm
so
2 sips
yeah.
into my beer and I have the zoomies. Okay, what was I gonna say?
It's
Fuck.
a Friday.
I woke up Monday morning. I said, I want to watch true crime. I went on TikTok. I typed in best true crime documentaries and I just like started going through the list. I've
Hmm.
watched like four of them now, and like three of them were like movies, like an hour, hour and a half.
Hmm.
The other one was like a 6 episode docu-series. So that one
Okay.
took me a while to get through. But I cannot recommend enough Dear Zachary.
Ooh.
It is a true crime documentary. It's on Amazon Prime. I'm so sorry. You are going to have to rent it. You're going to have to spend $3.59. But it is so worth it. It's so good. And I also just got done watching The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez, which I really didn't want to watch because I don't know if you've seen it.
I have.
Yeah.
I
I
saw
did
when it
not
came
want,
out.
yeah, a lot of people did. Osvaldo had already seen it and he sat down and watched the whole thing with me again. And I didn't want to watch it because I knew it was going to make me like upset. Once again, local politics, things that are like fucked up with the system or whatever. That documentary just like really uh drives that point into the ground, into the sky, into my face. I don't know how to say that term. Um, yeah, that documentary was really fucked up, but also really, really well done. It felt like you were actually there. I watched this other documentary. The next one I'm going to speak on is Abducted in Plain Sight, which is worth your time, I think, just because there are so many weird little twists and turns that you're just like, why the fuck? Some people are just so gullible that you're
Mm.
just like, how do you keep letting this happen to you time and time again? But the one I really want everyone to see is Dear Zachary. Really, really well-made documentary. Um, it's basically about a filmmaker, like he himself is a filmmaker, and one of his best friends, like childhood friends, gets murdered.
Hmm.
And so he starts to make a documentary about everyone that knew him and his life and what led up to his death or whatever, and who the person who killed him is supposed to be, who hasn't been
Oh,
prosecuted or whatever. Um, and just as he's going across the country interviewing everybody that's known him, more things happen and progress. And it's just like a very, very good, heartbreaking documentary
okay.
that I need everyone to see.
Dear Zachary.
Dear Zachary. And then I also watched, I've watched the whole fourth season of Love on the Spectrum. So good. And then I'm also a few episodes into Perfect Match, which started again this week.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait.
Just
Um,
this week.
Partying it up, Vanessa. Okay, so I have not been watching any of that. I did watch an episode and a half of Love on the Spectrum, already in love with everyone.
Yes.
Um, but I'm not there yet. What I had been binging,
Yes.
and that is the right word,
Hmm.
this girl on TikTok. And also, I feel like I went to a party school, and I don't, granted, I wasn't like a super partier in college. I mean,
Hmm.
I went out.
Hmm.
Um, but
I went out.
I
Yes.
went out, but like I mean, I wasn't like at frat houses every night. Um,
Right.
was this a thing when you were, well, obviously
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
the girl who's doing her 50-day binge,
Yes.
that was a thing?
No, no, it was not a thing. No, it was not a thing. I know
Oh,
who you're talking about. I
okay.
have been in her TikTok like nobody's business. I have been
Me too.
watching every single video. I
Every
cannot get
single
enough of
one.
this girl.
Okay, good. I'm so glad we're together on this.
Hmm.
Okay, so for the listeners, this girl, her name's
Hmm.
Angie. Um,
Hmm.
she decided on St. Patrick's Day, she was like, oh, also doesn't know how to do math. But she was like, 50 days until graduation. I'm gonna go on a 50-day bender. So
Hmm.
every single day she's gonna drink until graduation.
Hmm.
And you know what? You're an adult, do what you need to do.
Hmm.
However, there are
Hmm.
some concerning things.
Yes, maybe one or two.
However, I
No, it is.
it is insane because
Yes.
this girl is drinking every single day. And you would
Hmm.
say a glass, one. Also, like one every single day for 50 days seems like a lot already. Like
Yes. That's just expensive.
that too, very expensive. But also, it just seems like like me personally, love a good cocktail. I don't think I could do 50 days of drinking every single day.
No, I think about that too. Like if I were the type of person that was like I had a glass
A
of
glass
wine
of
and an
wine.
aspirin every single night before I went to bed, as I've heard like a lot of people are like, oh, he lived to be 100 and he had a glass of wine and an aspirin every night, whatever. I've heard that. But I I I don't want to wake up feeling groggy every single morning.
Yeah. And like as a I feel like as a general human being, but like especially as a girl, like the bloating, the swollenness of like, because you've retained water, like you're dehydrated, so your body's literally holding on to all the water it can. Like, and like also again, one glass would be one thing,
Hmm.
but this girl, some nights,
No, she's binge
she's
drinking every night.
she is partying it up, and she
Hmm.
is documenting this for the entire world to
World.
see.
And she's not the only one who's on this bender either. She's
No.
definitely like there are co-conspirators in this business.
But she is the only one who's documenting herself doing
Hmm.
this every single
Hmm.
day. And I
Yep.
think that's the problem. Well, that is one of the problems. That is a side problem of the main
Hmm.
problem. Because now, like, and I know a lot of people have talked to her about it, but it's like your footprint, your social, like your internet footprint, like you're leaving
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
And like when people look you up, because your employer is going to look you up,
Yeah.
this is going to come up.
Yep.
And whether you say you don't have a drinking problem or not,
Hmm.
that is besides the point,
Hmm.
because it is the perception
Hmm.
of what you're putting out there in the world. And then also, like, if you're so willing to put this out there, at some point you're going to represent our company. Is that the kind of person we want representing our company? I, I don't know. Also, I am scared for her, but she did stop. She got today. Also, she didn't know how to count. It was actually 58 days until graduation. She got to day 52, which is still insane.
Hmm.
And she shared, she's like, "Oh, I definitely like am bloated, like my face like is feeling it." And it's like, yeah, like that's just what would happen if you're drinking one drink
Yeah.
every day, but you're drinking multiple drinks.
Hmm.
And I know like she even shared like, "Oh, like everybody's so worried, like stop calling my school." But it's like,
Hmm.
girl, you're putting it out there too.
A hot take. I don't think she's trying to have a regular job post grad. I think she's
No.
trying to keep the TikTok thing going. And this is the thing that has given her oodles of attention, so much attention. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. Um,
I don't see her working a corporate job.
no, and I don't think that's her plan. I think this has actually worked out really well for her. And I don't know. I've never been on a 50-day bender. I've been seeing other people who are like, oh yeah, I'm like a recovering alcoholic or whatever. And
Hmm.
like seeing this is really like concerning, but it's also like, I mean, maybe people, I feel like there's like one side of the internet that's like very, what's the word? Like they just think that there's no coming back from this. Like
Yes.
she's gonna die. She's
Yeah.
gonna go into alcoholism, she's gonna die, whatever, whatever. And I'm
We're
like,
in the two
people
extremes.
are, yeah. And I think I'm more on the side of like, if I had to predict what's going to happen to her, I would say she's going to keep doing TikTok. I think she will just continue to be like a functioning alcoholic. There's so many of them in the world, so many of them. And there is just a huge party culture, and she's not going to die. Like, she can't just go, sure, something really bad might happen if her addiction's a lot worse than we see on TikTok. But like, if she's just partying every night, she can just go on and live out her 20s like that. She can go well into her 30s like that. A lot of people do. Is it the way I would like to live my life? No, but I don't I think the internet has gone a little too like freaked out about it. Like she's gonna die when she tries to quit drink, like when she tries to stop the 50-day bender, like she's gonna have to be admitted into the hospital or whatever. And I'm just like, mm,
I don't
I'm
think
not
we're at that
there.
extreme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, I don't think we're there. I think she's just partying every single day, and I think she's just gonna keep doing that.
I think she's a college student who
Hmm.
is really enjoying her last days of college. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm. Hmm.
We've all been, well, I not all, but you
Robin.
us, we've been to
Hmm.
college and
Yeah.
like we've known of people who do party every single day.
Hmm.
And especially like freshman year with when you get a little bit of freedom, some people
Hmm.
abuse that freedom.
Absolutely.
Um, and so like the whole like idea of like, like the freshman 15 or whatever, a lot of it is just because you're out and drinking and you're not
Yeah.
eating like the way
Hmm.
you're supposed to because that's not what you fucking crave after a day
Mm-mm.
of drinking.
Nope.
Like you crave the greasy food.
Hmm.
And so like, yeah, of course her skin isn't doing well. She also did say, because I kept following this girl. Well, I don't
Yeah.
follow her, but I kept scrolling. I was
Yeah.
like, she is my story for the day.
Yeah.
Um, I kept like, up with her and her plan after graduation is to like
Hmm.
do 75 hard.
Yeah.
And like again, I think what she might be is an extreme person.
Hmm. I
Of
believe that
like
she'll do the 75 hard. I believe that she could do it and be fine.
I think
I'm,
so too. I think she's
I'm,
just an extremes human being. Like I
yeah,
don't think again, extreme 75 hard, I don't think that's sustainable. I don't think drinking every single day and binging every day
it's
is sustainable.
sustainable. Hmm.
But you can do a lot of unsustainable things for a short amount of time.
And there are, I, there are also people who would consider themselves alcoholics or who are alcoholics that are capable of quitting drinking for a month at a time or doing dry
Hmm.
January, doing whatever, but then getting right back to it as soon as we go back. And every individual, you yourself know your relationship to
Yeah.
alcohol or your relationship to any substance. And so it's up to you to say and like decide of like what am I? What is my relationship to this
Yeah.
substance? How
I
dependent on it am I?
I agree. I think that's what makes it hard with
Mm-hmm.
like substances like that. Like I mean like let's be honest, like caffeine, the people who like need caffeine that like there are people yeah, who are like I need caffeine to function every day. That is
Mm-hmm.
an addiction. That is literally the
Absolutely.
definition of an addiction.
Hmm.
And it's like that one we're okay with socially.
Hmm. Yep.
So it's like, okay, like, but there's people who like drinking coffee every day,
Hmm.
but they might not say they need it.
Hmm.
And so, like, are they addicted or do they just like it? I think it's like,
Yeah.
and I think like that's kind of the threshold for like not similar, obviously, but like for alcohol too. Like there are some people like you and I could be the same person and we can drink the same amount, but for you, you're totally fine. And then for me, it might be like, no, that's an addiction. Like that's
Yeah,
too much.
absolutely. Yeah,
And so,
or like I needed to have this drink, or like that thought
yes,
too of like I had a really tough day, and every day's a tough day, and you're like, I need to have a drink to feel better or whatever. It's like,
yes. Yeah, it's like what is like you said, it's like what is your relationship with it? Is it because like I
yeah.
just wanted to have one because I was craving one?
Hmm.
Or was it because I was craving one because I always crave one an alcoholic beverage
Yeah,
after work because that is
exactly.
my routine now? And
Yeah.
like, what is that? And can I stop or will I feel like I'm missing out on something if I do
Hmm.
stop?
Yeah.
Um, so I just thought it was really interesting. Like one, I hadn't really heard of the 50-day bender thing.
I've never
Um,
heard of it. I don't know, I don't think that that's a thing really. I don't think it is. I don't know.
yeah,
But
it
also
might
those
be.
Southern schools are different.
That's what I was saying. I was like, it might be a Southern school thing.
Hmm.
The Southern culture definitely has more of a drinking culture.
Hmm.
I will. Oh, that is something that I will say. Being in London, goddamn, the
Yeah.
drinking culture.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, like this is, it's like a big drinking
Thing.
culture.
Everybody drinks
Yeah.
together.
And it's like everybody goes after work right at 5 o'clock. All the pubs are crazy full.
That's crazy.
And it's Monday through Sunday.
Hmm.
Like pubs are to the brim of people
Yep.
and everyone's drinking until they close it. And I'm like, and then you guys are gonna go to work and then you're gonna do this again tomorrow?
Yep.
Like, and again, for someone else, that might be an addiction. At this point, it's part of the culture. So which one is it?
Hmm.
Like, it's both, maybe a little bit of both for some people, but
Yeah. I
it's
definitely
just
think,
really interesting.
yeah, I definitely think that like there's like an awakening happening in popular culture, at least in the US. I feel like a lot of people are becoming, and maybe it's just because I don't know if it's, I know there's saying studies that like, oh, Gen Z is drinking less or
Yeah.
whatever. And I guess we'll see with the younger, even the younger generation, like Gen Alpha is what they do. But
I
I'm
I wonder,
curious what kind of, I don't know. I'm just curious where everything's headed.
me too. I wonder too, like, I do agree, and I mean I see it too. Like I think they, Gen Z drinks less and like that is what the data is showing.
Hmm.
But I also wonder if Gen Z kind of like that's where we saw the uptick in like vaping. Because
Hmm.
like I feel like my generation is a very low, like
Bruh. No, but everybody in Gen Z does vape.
but
This is a
everybody
fact.
exactly. And
Everybody
so
pulls
it's
out a vape.
like, what is what is your substance of preference?
Hmm.
And sure, alcohol might be going down, but is vape, that's where I would want to like see the
Yeah.
data in my like
Yeah.
me just thinking like because I feel like everyone and their mother vapes. Um,
Yep. Same here.
and it's definitely something that I see that's like a super normal thing for Gen Z, where it's like
So normal.
everyone's
It's
vaping.
crazy.
It's insane. Everybody's like always taking out a little thing and like trying to
Hmm.
get a little hit. And it's like, oh my God, it's insane. Like, and I
Yeah.
feel like millennials, especially like the later millennials, like Dare
Missed
did a
that.
great job. Well, Dare did a great job, I think.
Yeah.
Like it actually worked. Like I feel like there was a really a big decline in smoking.
But I also don't think vapes were like a thing though. Like vapes became a thing when I was in like late high school, early college.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
like everybody I knew was vaping. Everybody had a
Yes.
vape. Like it was just a thing to have. And I don't think it was because it was because vapes weren't seen as like dangerous. Like they weren't seen as cigarettes. Like they're not, which is what we were all taught to not do, right?
Hmm.
Like don't smoke a cigarette, don't do hard drugs or whatever. But it was like, there's this
And then
brand new
it
thing.
was
So
like it
everybody
was
thinks it's
all these
healthy and it's
other
okay.
toxic chemicals. It wasn't, it's like not even the nicotine that's bad. It's all the other toxic chemicals
Hmm.
in a cigarette. And
Exactly.
it's like,
Hmm.
well, you don't have that in the vape, but it's like you don't know what minerals you're smoking up when you heat up
No, you're
coils
just
constantly over and over.
yeah, you're destroying your lungs and it has nicotine in it, so you develop an addiction to it. I hit a vape one time in my life. Call me lame. Call me lame. Go ahead. I hit a vape one time
I
in my
didn't.
life. I I felt like my brain was on fire. I don't understand the appeal personally. I took a hit. I was like, "Oh my God, I feel like the opposite of a brain freeze. Like my brain was burning."
I
Did you have
remember
the same
being,
experience?
no, I remember being in the car before high school
Mm.
started, and like a friend had a pen. But I don't, was it a vape pen? I don't even know. Yeah, like it was like the little flavored one. So yes. Um, and I remember like passing it around in the car before we would go inside, like go to class.
Hmm.
But again, like I don't remember feeling anything, and I'm like, and the flavor's
Mm.
not good. Like
Mm.
I can feel, like I can taste what it's supposed to taste like, but
Yeah,
like it wasn't doing
not
anything, and
enjoyable.
it just made my throat itchy. So
Hmm.
I was like, no, this isn't, like this isn't for me. Like why am I, like that's when I was like, okay, I think I'm just doing this because everybody else in the car is doing it.
Yeah, I'm like conditioning myself to like this.
Um, yeah, and so I was like, no, like I got to the point where I'd be like, yeah, no, like I'm good. Like I would just pass it on to the next person, like
Mm-hmm.
um because it was just like what, I'm just doing it because everyone in the car is like doing this, but I actually
Yeah.
don't enjoy this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the, what is it like when people say like they're social smokers?
Mm-hmm. Or like what has Osvaldo? Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I think it's funny. And he's joking, like he's not being serious. But he's been joking so much the last couple of weeks where he's been like, I want to have a cigarette. Like just like at random times, like we're just like walking
Hmm.
around at night or doing something, whatever. He's like, oh, a cigarette right now would hit so hard. I would look so cool holding one. And I'm just like, absolutely not. Because gross, dare. I'm so anti-cigarette.
There.
I'm
Have
so anti
you,
I'm
this
anti.
might be like maybe something we take out, but also
What?
like kissing somebody who has smoked is disgusting.
I have never.
I have, and it's not fun. Like
Yeah.
it's like
That's literally what
I,
I told him too. I was like, you can smoke a cigarette, go ahead, but I'm not going to kiss you for like a day.
yeah,
Not
it's
going to stop
gross.
you. Like, I don't think you're going to develop an addiction to cigarettes. Like, but I'm just like, no,
Yeah,
no.
no, I'm just, yeah, no, it tastes nasty.
Hmm.
So like no.
Rather not.
Yeah,
Have you
no,
seen
not
the
cute.
Devil Wears Prada too?
No, but today I have not been home.
I don't care.
Granted, I did try to go see it in London. I'm not gonna lie, but one of the girls had promised her mother that she was gonna see it with her. So we were like,
Uh,
okay, we're like, okay, go be a good daughter.
Whatever.
Um, but today I won two tickets to the movie plus $20.
Wait,
I
that's so
know.
cute. That's like $60 right
I
there.
know. I know. I literally texted Adriana. I was like, "Movie's on me."
Wow,
I
that's
was
beautiful.
like, "Yeah." I
Have
was
so much fun.
like,
Devil Wears
"I."
Prada? You guys are
That's
gonna
what
go
I
see
want
it?
to go. That's what I want to go watch. I think I can convince your brother to
Well,
do that.
you're the reason why those tickets exist, so he has to go with it.
That's
Has he
true.
seen the first one? Yes, he has.
Yes, he has.
He's seen the first one. Osvaldo hadn't. We watched the first one together, and he was like, "Wow, this is so amazing!" Like he loved Miranda Priestley. He's like, "I'm like, she gets
Obsessed.
it. She gets it." Like that's the same way he felt. He has a funny like a fondness, I guess I would say. Like when we watched
Keep.
Succession,
I was gonna say,
he had
keep
a
talking.
he had a when we were watching Succession, he had a fondness for Logan Roy, the dad, who's like technically the villain character, but like Osvaldo would like look at him and be like, that guy fucking gets it. Like all of these kids trying to get his approval, like they don't get it. They don't get it like he does. He gets it. And when we watched Devil Wears Prada, it was the exact same thing with Miranda Priestley. He was like, Miranda gets it, and everybody else is just fucking wasting her time. And so we watched the second movie, and personally, I think it's just because for the first movie gave me like I have so much nostalgia for it. Like I just love it so much. But I think him as somebody who had just barely watched the first movie for the first time, like that same week, he
Uh-huh.
liked the second movie better than the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, I like that one better. There was like way more plot points and like interesting aspects to it. And I was like, okay, interesting. Like I watched it and we got done with it, and I was like, I love the first movie way more. But that's just I think that that is just because like I grew up watching that movie and understanding
Yeah.
how iconic that movie is.
How many quotable lines there are?
So many quotable lines.
Who doesn't want this? Everybody
I
wants this.
yeah.
Thank you, Rip.
Speaking of, I just got of what our previous conversation, I just got another fucking political text message.
Are you serious? Oh, I don't know what
Actually,
I did with. Oh, there it is.
crazy.
Um, no, I haven't gotten any today, so I'm very happy. Um, but I was gonna say, um, yeah, that's it. I want to talk to you about the Bender Girl. Oh, and I do have a question, but I'll leave it towards closer to our song of the week
Okay, that's fine. We
because
can
it's
do
kind of
that.
related-ish. It's a
Sounds
good
good.
question, and I had a hard time thinking of an answer.
Oh,
Um, but I feel like you might already have an answer to this.
okay.
Foreshadowing.
Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Okay, did you want to talk about Love on the Spectrum?
Um, yes, but I think I also had a couple of TikTok topics.
Oh, okay, please do.
Let me pull up my saves.
Hold up. Let me go to my saves too.
Oh, crazy story I heard on TikTok. Have you ever heard of Amy Griffin?
No,
Okay, apparently
maybe.
she's like a rich person, like in the billionaire, whatever,
Mm-hmm. Good for her.
stratosphere. She's a writer, and whenever she writes books or whatever, like they become like really big deal books. Like all of these big celebrities are like
What has
backing the
she
book.
written?
Let me look up her written list.
What's her name? Abby
It's
Griffin?
Amy Griffin. I'm
Oh,
looking it
Amy.
up right
Okay,
now.
you keep going if you want, and then I can look it up.
Okay. Oh, maybe she only has that one book.
She's an American venture capitalist.
Yes. Okay. She wrote a book
Okay.
last year called The
Mhm.
Tell. It is a nonfiction story, supposedly.
It's a memoir.
Yeah. Nonfiction story about herself and about how she took MDMA and it unlocked all of these memories and
Mm-hmm.
it unlocked a traumatic memory of her being sexually assaulted
Uh-huh.
when she was a child. So this book comes out, New York Times bestseller. Everybody's reading it. All these celebrities are recommending it. It becomes this huge thing. The New York Times gets a tip from somebody that's like, there's something fishy going on with this book. And they investigate it a little bit. And they find out that her husband is currently putting a lot of money into MDMA research and trying to get it legalized.
It is semi-legal.
Well, whatever. Some
Mm-hmm.
he has a financial interest in
Yes.
in the perception of MDMA. But this was never mentioned in the book as a conflict of interest at all, at any
I
point.
mean, it's a book, not a research study.
It's a memoir. Technically, well, she's not obligated, whatever. But the New York Times
Mm-hmm.
does see it as kind of like, okay, that's
Yeah,
kind of
let's
messed up.
let's
Like,
let's say this
why don't we
about this.
disclose? Yeah, if you're
Mm-hmm.
looking out for the best interest of like yourself and you're like an ethical person, you'd be like, I had this experience, and for everybody else to know, there is a conflict of interest here. Like, I want my
Mm-hmm.
book to sell well, and I'm promoting this book. And it also does my husband good because he has a lot of financial interest in the substance I'm speaking so highly about in this book. Anyways, the New York Times thought this was fishy, and so they continued to investigate it. And there's this character that's brought up in the book that has this name like Claudia or something like just under like some sort of fake name. And they continue to investigate. They find out who this real person is, this Jane Doe person. So they go and they find her and they talk to her, and they learn that this Jane Doe person knows Amy Griffin from when they were children. They went to school together.
Mm-hmm.
And that the sexual assault that Amy Griffin talks about in her book actually never happened to her. It's Jane Doe's sexual assault that happened.
That's fucked up.
The way Amy Griffin got this information, get this, which is, I don't understand if whatever. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy. She she knows there's like a school dance happening, right? They're like in high school or middle school or something. I'm
Okay,
not
I'm
sure
like,
what.
how old are we? Okay, okay.
We're young. There's a school dance happening. Amy lets
Middle
this
school or high
girl,
school?
one of those.
Yeah.
They're underage. Amy lets this Jane Doe person borrow her dress. When the Jane Doe person returns the dress, there's human fluid on it, but it was never spoken of. But Amy Griffin locks us in the back of her head at that time, like, did something happen to her? What happened? But it was never spoken of, even though they were good friends. Time goes on, they become adults. Obviously, all these things happen. They lose touch completely. Amy Griffin becomes a venture capitalist billionaire. This girl is like, works in the healthcare industry for like, makes like $21 an hour or something, right? Like she's living very different lives that they're living
Hmm.
at this point. Amy Griffin's getting ready to write this book. She goes, reaches out to Jane Doe, says, let's
Hmm.
grab coffee. I would love to catch up with you. They get together, they catch up. It never comes up, the sexual assault whole thing. Doesn't
Okay.
that story doesn't come up. Amy Griffin says, wouldn't it be really cute if we sent each other a postcard? And I'll send you a postcard, you send me a postcard. And that way we both have each other's addresses. That way we can keep in touch. Whatever.
Okay.
The girl, Jane Doe, participates and in good faith sends her a postcard. Sometime she never receives a postcard back from Amy Griffin, mind you. But now Amy Griffin has her address. Amy Griffin hires people to go to Jane Doe's place, call her, email her, the whole thing, and be like, hey, we want you to write a book about your experience, your sexual assault experience. We want you to write, we want the rights to it, we want the rights to your story, we'll pay you a lot of money. They write up a whole contract for, she writes a whole proposal, she shares everything with them. They write up a contract or whatever. They're going through all of these steps. Finally, this girl, Jane Doe, is like, a lot is happening. I'm going to go to a lawyer and like get this double checked. She goes to a lawyer. The lawyer's like, what are you doing? This is very weird. This whole
Weird.
situation is very, very bizarre. And I think these people are full of it. She goes back to those people and tells them, my lawyer said you guys are full of it. They never contact her again. They just completely disappear. Sometime later, Amy Griffin's book comes out and is literally detailing her story, which she got from getting people to pretend that they were somebody else and they were going to buy the rights to her story and then getting her entire detailed story out of her. And then Amy Griffin goes on to write this essentially fake memoir, being like a femoir, if you will, being like, I took MDMA and it unlocked this experience that I had as a child that never actually happened to her.
That's insane. That's
Isn't that
fucked up.
fucked up? It's also
That's
like,
fucked.
if I'm Amy Griffin and I'm the worst person alive, right? Obviously, I'm already the worst person ever. I have no morals. I just make it up.
Yeah. Like you're horrible and you have no creativity.
Yeah,
Be original.
exactly.
Yeah, like what's
Exactly.
the point of stealing? Like that's even more I think that's the fucked up part. Like
Hmm.
fucked up one, we are making up lies about being sexually assaulted.
Yeah, that's,
Uh Already messed up.
yeah.
Messed up two is you literally stealing somebody else's like sexual assault story
Hmm.
and profiting off of it.
Selling it.
That's insane. Like, why just,
Hmm.
I agree with you. Why not just make it up?
Why not just make it up? It didn't have to be real.
So, did she admit to it or like what happened?
I don't know what's happened since then. I would need to
Oh,
investigate some more. I just wanted to tell you
okay.
that this whole
That's
thing
fucked
that's
up.
going on. I think there's a lawsuit now.
However, crazy thing with MDMA,
Tell me.
because it does happen. So, it is used in some,
Hmm.
like, in very controlled, like with the, like psychiatrists, it's like it
Yeah,
has
yeah,
been
yeah.
used. Um, but crazy thing, the brain is a little finicky thing though, and your memories are never true. Like
Hmm.
all of your memories are always altered. Like nobody ever remembers things exactly how they actually happened.
Hmm.
Um, no matter like I claim to have a great memory, but like I understand psychology and I know my brain doesn't do that.
Hmm.
Um, and so there are therapists who, by going through this process with their clients of like reopening some of those wounds and like their traumas, they have discovered their own traumas that their brains have blocked. However, my concern, I see, I like your face.
Hmm.
Um, I'm also with you where it's like, well, your brain's really like malleable, and no matter how
Hmm.
well we all think we're good at like knowing what happened or like just like our brain's really good at making us believe things and
Yeah.
like but it's so easy to manipulate our brain. Like
Hmm.
that is what like the optical illusions are. And that's why they
Yeah.
work and that's why we like them. Like
And I also just saw this other thing that was like, there are people that go into comas, and in their coma, they like have children. And when they wake up, they have to deal with the grief of learning that those children aren't real,
that's crazy.
because
I
it in your brain it feels the same as like as if it actually happened, because your memories are so like it gets mixed with what's real and what's not
real.
real.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Yeah, the brain's insane. I love the brain. I could talk
Mm-hmm.
about the brain every single day. I huge psych person. Love
Yeah,
it. It is
totally.
crazy though how little we know about our brain.
Yeah.
And like we don't fully understand like I think we try to compare our brain to a computer because we are like, oh, like computers are kind of modeled after like us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like they're intelligent, whatever, right? Like we always like calling things like intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but our brain and just like the way we had to evolve as like animals, like
Mm-hmm.
we need to make quick judgments. We can't remember everything.
Yep.
We have to make snap decisions. Like things that are
Mm-hmm.
really emotional to us
Yeah.
have to stick. So
Yep.
like we remember things worse than they were
Mm-hmm.
because our brain needs to remember that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And we remember the happy times better than they were because we need to
Absolutely.
remember like it's the things that we
Yes.
needed to survive.
Yep. Absolutely.
And so I just, oh my God, I think it's scary. I understand that it can be very helpful. So like I do think more research needs to be done for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just I think it's really easy to manipulate your brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting take, and I do agree.
Yeah.
The discourse is resurfacing about how teachers dress.
Oh no, it's back.
Again, it's back. And I circled right back to our conversation that we had some time ago,
Copy and
where
paste it right here for me, please.
you
Just
made you made the life-changing, not life-changing, perspective-changing comment, which was, if you want teachers to dress professionally, treat them as professionals, pay
Mhm.
them as professionals, give them working hours as professionals, treat them professionally. But they're not. So why would
Mhm.
you ever expect them to, why should we hold them to this standard or whatever?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
We continue to have these issues with teachers who are dressing inappropriately, who are acting inappropriately with students, whatever, whatever, whatever. And it's because our standards for teachers are so low, because who's going to be who, a really, really good, you're either a really, really good person who wants to be a teacher, or you're somebody who just kind of like kind of slides into the job a little bit, and it's not what was I going to say? It's not like being a lawyer where like you're going to work really hard and it's competitive and you're going to make a lot of money and you're going to be at this really professional job. It's like teachers aren't treated that way, even though they should be. Their jobs are just as important as like healthcare professionals, in my opinion. Like they're super, super important. They're literally raising our children and educating them, and they're just not treated professionally at all, like even a little bit.
Yeah.
And there was this lady talking about the way this woman was dressing when she was going to class with students. And I'm like, we cannot expect better of our teachers until we provide them a better environment.
I'm glad I changed your perspective.
You did. You completely did.
Yeah, I mean, I again,
It's
copy
a,
and
it's a,
paste.
it's a systemic issue. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a, there are these teachers who are dressing
Yeah.
with short skirts and whatever, like they're going to the club when they come into class. It's like, no, there's a government that doesn't prioritize educators.
Mhm. Also, clothes is expensive.
Clothes is
Like
expensive.
nice clothes is expensive.
Yeah,
Like, and you're not
absolutely.
paying for it.
Yeah. And most teachers
So,
have two jobs. Or not most. I don't know the percentage, but I know a lot of teachers have more than one job.
yeah, I'm like, you're not paying for it.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I'm gonna. figure out what I can wear multiple times versus what I normally wear from what I have from when I
Hmm.
was 20.
Yeah, because that's what I have the money for.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I understand. Yeah, I mean literally you can I will move my mouth and just plop the words in here after the editing. But yeah, and again, like I worked in different systems now where I'm like, okay, in one, the dress code was explicitly told to staff.
Hmm.
Um, in other, also teacher unions, they're great, but they're also really, really strong. And some of them do
Hmm.
write it in their contracts that like you cannot tell them what to wear.
And it's like if you're going to tell me what to wear and if you expect me to dress a certain way, then I expect to be compensated in a way where I can afford that type of attire.
And then that was one of the things I do remember, like when in one of our jobs, it was said like, hey, like this is what we need you guys to wear. Or, like you can't wear this. It was more of
Hmm.
like, hey, like make sure you're not wearing this stuff.
Yeah.
Some people were like, oh, so I just need to buy a whole new like a whole new wardrobe. And it's like, okay, no, like you guys do have some
Hmm.
respectable outfits. Like, let's not go to the extremes, right?
Yeah.
However, that is a fair point. Like,
Yes.
you don't know what people can afford. You don't know what people
Do you know
have
what they
access to.
already have? Yeah.
Exactly. And like I said, like just because you can afford to buy clothes all the time doesn't mean somebody else can.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a
Mm-mm.
luxury that everybody has.
Mm-mm.
And granted, in the US in general, I don't feel like people know how to dress for things. So
No.
I think that's just a cultural thing.
Also that. I would agree with that as well.
Yeah. So that's also just a besides the point kind of a thing. But like
Mm-hmm.
again, if we're not teaching our kids, why are we expecting as adults that they're gonna know how to dress for things?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh,
Agree. Agree. I think those were all my TikTok topics, but let me double check.
okay. I think those, yeah, mine was just the binge girly. Wishing her health and wellness.
Mm. I think that's it.
Oh, I just want to say like a shout out for everybody that's graduating because it's graduation
Mm.
season. Specifically to all the women graduating.
Oh,
Um, yep. And specifically to all the women who are graduating with their masters. Congratulations and welcome to the 11%. Because that is it. And it's so little. It is so, so, so little, but it's like so special. So, congratulations to all the girls out there that are graduating. That's
11% of
it.
women have a master's?
Hmm.
Wow. Sad.
Yep.
But once
Oh, and then if
again,
you're a person of color, it goes lower,
yeah,
obviously. But
once
yeah,
again, that is a
but it's a big deal.
systemic issue. Super big deal, but super expensive to get any type of graduate degree, like ridiculous. So, props.
Yeah. So, congratulations to everybody graduating.
Big congrats.
Okay. Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the spectrum. Tell me your
Like I
thoughts.
said, I've only seen like one and a half. Um,
Hmm.
I am absolutely in love with Logan. I
Yeah.
want to take him home.
Hmm.
I want him to be my brother.
The way he keeps
I
calling Kian the wrong name
I
is
love it.
like fucking hilarious.
I love it. I think like I think it's like I just see all of my kids. Like I see all of like the kids that I
Hmm.
have worked with, like that are on the spectrum that I have like
Hmm.
cared for, and I'm just like, oh my God, like that's them. Like that is
Hmm.
like like and he is a sweetheart. He went and bought a suit, and he was so like just I love
Yeah.
it. I love, and I was like super hesitant. I did tell Vanessa that I was like very hesitant to watch the show.
Because you
Um,
don't actually know how it's. I thought the same thing. I was like, is this like profiting off of people's divergence? Like, I don't know.
yeah, and like I was, I was really wary. I'm always very wary of like how media portrays like anybody that's like not like that's neurodivergent. And so I just think it's really scary sometimes to like put somebody out there and then have that be the idea of what that
Hmm.
neurodivergency means, right?
Hmm.
Like Rain Man, for example, like back in the 80s or 90s, whatever. like then all of a sudden everybody thought that like anybody on the spectrum was like a
Could count
genius.
all the toothpicks. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like could just count the toothpicks as they fall on the ground. Like, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's a spectrum and like granted, um only a certain like part of the spectrum is shown, obviously, in the show.
Hmm.
It's there's, obviously uh adults that are social enough, like that are vocal.
Hmm.
So like there is still like it's not a full representation of the spectrum, obviously.
Hmm.
But I just feel like it does such a really good job of showing how neurodivergent individuals like still have like the exact same needs and like wants that like neurotypical adults do.
Hmm.
Like they just want love and like watching them express like love is so sweet.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really good just like reminder of how simple it can be. Like
Yes.
how much we do complicate it.
Hmm.
Um like I don't know their names yet because I like I said I've only watched like one episode, but the guy who is like very, very much in love. He lives with his parents. I think he's in London, or somewhere in England.
Hmm.
And his girlfriend comes over and he like makes her laugh. And so he's like, he literally starts crying because how much he loves her
Yeah.
laugh. And
It's so
it's
sweet.
like, it's so sweet. But it's also, he like just tells her, like, he's like, I'm never gonna get tired of making you laugh. Like, I really like your laugh.
Hmm.
And it's like, it's so sweet. And it's probably a thought that like a lot of us have about our partner too, where it's like,
Hmm.
I love, like, I genuinely love like the big belly laugh, whatever.
Hmm.
Right. But it's like, honestly, how many times have I told them that? Or like, have I
Hmm.
said that recently?
Yeah.
Um, and I think it's just a really beautiful show. The little
Yeah.
bits that I've seen of like one again, like just like how diverse love can be.
Hmm.
Um, and just like how simple it is to just say it. Like,
Hmm.
like it's like, okay, like I really can just give that compliment. And like I think sometimes we forget. And like I said, like we just complicate it.
Yeah.
I also love how awkward it is because that is
Yes.
literally everybody's first date is like it's
Yeah.
so relatable. It's
Yeah.
so relatable. I love the girl who's like, I love somebody who can like, I'm looking for somebody who can like make conversation. And the guy's like, okay. And
Yeah.
makes no
Like,
I'm like, oh
oh
girl, we've
no.
all been there. We've all
Yeah,
been
but I was
there.
so, yeah, like I'm so proud of her too, like
I
the
was
way she
so
handled
proud of her
everything.
too.
Yeah, you just become like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but the second I turned it on, I was like, oh, I love this show. I love this show. And keep watching because there's also a great Latino character that comes into the mix, and he's
Ooh,
awesome.
okay.
He's so
Okay.
sweet. And
Yeah.
like
Also,
that,
I'm
his whole like seeing his mom, I started crying. I was like, oh my
oh,
God, I'm just like so emotional now because it's also so wholesome to see like we don't see as viewers, we don't see all the work it takes for these people to get to this point, to get to
yeah,
this point
where
where
they're
they're
comfortable
ready to
enough.
date and they're
hmm
comfortable to go out in public and experience all
And
of
do
these
this.
unpredictable elements and on TV with cameras in
Yes.
your face.
Yes. I was
Exactly.
like,
I do
and do this on TV.
absolutely. And so like for the parents all being so proud and emotional, like that really gets me. I'm like, I can only imagine like it takes a lot of hard work to get to this point to be able to like set your kid free regardless of whether or not they're on the spectrum, to set your kid free and for them to be ready to date, it takes a lot of
Yeah.
work as a parent. So I'm just,
Yeah. I also really like the mom who called her kid I think she called him an ass. Or she was like, you're yeah, I think she said she's like, you're being an asshole,
which
like or
one?
like you're being because he was like making fun of her. Like she didn't like he was using like honey and the hatchet as like, oh, he's like, yeah, you have to use the honey and hatchet method. And she's like, oh, I don't really like that. Like where he was like, you have to be sweet and then you like get down to the point. The guy who was
Hmm.
supposed to ask the girl, like his girlfriend, like, hey, like, what do you actually expect? Because he's not very sure how he feels in that
Oh,
relationship.
he breaks out into a British accent from time to time.
Yes.
Yeah, I love him. Love
Yeah.
him.
And then he was like, yeah. And so the mom was like, "Oh, I don't really like the hatchet. Like, can we change it to something else?" And
Yeah.
he like just grabs the knife and he's like, "This is just a knife." He's like, "It's not dangerous. It has no intent." And she's like, "You're just a dickhead." Like she was like, "You're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like you're smart ass." She kept calling him a smart ass. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
that is so funny because I can
Hmm.
see any fucking kid doing that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, like this is just an inanimate object. Like, why are you like he's like,
Just
it
being a
has no
smart
intent.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, just being a smart ass. And it's like, again, I think it's good for people to see that like I think unfortunately, like if you're not exposed to like any form of like neurodivergency, you go based off of like your one or two examples that you got in the
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
right? Versus,
You experience it a lot more than I do.
yeah,
I really don't. I don't ever interact with people on the spectrum. And so to see the show was just like also just like very like informative and eye-opening. I was like, oh, this is it's just a new, I don't know, you have all these not I like ideas or whatever, but
no, but
I
you
don't
do.
think about it often. But watching the show, it just gave me a whole new a perspective that I didn't have before, which was just
Yeah.
like just so much love and affection for that community of people.
Yeah, I think that's what I was scared of, right? It's like, okay, what kind of representation is going to be there? Because for a lot
Hmm.
of people, that is their only experience.
Hmm.
And like, what are you putting out there? But honestly, what really convinced me to watch it, not only you,
Hmm.
but I had listened to Kian's interview.
Hmm.
And like
He seems so sweet.
his
Just
interview
from
is
behind the
amazing.
camera. Yeah.
Yeah, just and then just the way he approaches it is really nice, but I feel like hearing his interview and really hearing like his point and his perspective and some of the work that he did before, where
Mm.
I was like, okay, like I feel like this is a human being who is very intentional about what he is showing,
Hmm.
and is aware of what it means to represent a group.
Hmm.
Because whether you want to or
A
not, you are
marginalized
represent.
group.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're representing a marginalized group, a group that a lot of people don't have a lot of experience with, a
No.
group that a lot of people have already like biases against and just like
Hmm.
perceptions of because they've met maybe one or two people in the
Hmm.
past and then they just assume that everybody on the spectrum is like that.
Yep.
Um, and I don't think I know we call it a spectrum, but I feel like nobody really understands like when we say a spectrum, it is a spectrum.
Hmm.
Like, um, so it's always like I don't know, it was just really nice too to see that.
Hmm.
Um and I'm excited. I'm excited to keep watching. It's so cute. I love the couple that was just like singing and dancing together
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
for Valentine's Day. I'm like they are adorable.
I was
Like
obsessed with them. Obsessed with them.
I'm
Just
like
you wait. You have to keep watching that couple. Oh my God.
and then like also like your daughter moving. Like I know it's not that far, like an
Mhm.
hour.
And the fact that her brother moved with her
Dude,
is
these
so sweet.
I love the siblings. All the siblings.
Yes, the love that they have is just like,
Um
oh my
But
God.
just like also, I feel like that has to be so hard as a parent. Like it's a kid, any kid moving has to be hard, but also a
Mhm.
kid that you feel like, like that you have had to help more than maybe your other kid
Absolutely.
and
Mm-hmm.
like is going to face more challenges because the
Mm-hmm.
world is a little unfair.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
A little, yeah.
yeah.
A
Um,
lot.
and so like it's just, it has to be so rewarding and so
Mm-hmm.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
And like you need to listen to the episode of The Daily where they interviewed them because they also interviewed some of the parents and like
I
the parents
can't
talking. What happened?
because they're for premium. I can't listen to old episodes
Oh,
of the daily. You can only listen one day behind.
wow.
I know.
Maybe I can gift you
I mean, it's yeah, maybe.
one. Okay, or maybe just read it. Oh, it's probably
Yeah.
on their
Also,
premium. I can share links that I know I can gift.
okay. Yeah. If you, I want to. I want to learn more. I just started the first season, and I'm like an episode in. Um,
Yeah. I do want to
so it's
watch.
been
So,
fun.
talking about fun documentaries, he did a documentary about, and I had told you a little bit about it.
Mm,
But he did a documentary in a psych ward in London or like in England.
mm,
And that is what got him interested in marginalized groups and in like
mm,
neurodivergent. people,
Hmm.
and kind of realizing like he had, I think he had done Love is Blind. He had done one of those, like Love is
Hmm.
Blind, Love is one of those fun Netflixy or one of those shows,
Hmm.
one of those dating shows. And once he did like the like a psych hospital, he was interested of finding like doing the good work that that was doing. Like
Hmm.
it was informational, but also having like a little bit more of a lightheartedness and like more positive.
Mm.
And so that is how they came up with the idea for Love on the Spectrum.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I really wonder how they match these kids because I thought it was really
They
cute.
do a really
Logan,
good job.
oh, they do a great job. Because Logan was like, I'm wearing a suit. I'm
Hmm.
obsessed with Logan, by the way. But
Yeah.
like, he's like, I'm wearing a suit and do 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 do. And then they're like, I don't know the girl's name, sorry, but it's like so and so really
Yeah, I forget too.
likes blah blah blah, likes suits and likes
Hmm.
and dislikes scorpions. And it's like one
Yeah.
that is exactly how my neurodiver like when you ask a neurodivergent kid, like, what do you like? They will, that is exactly
They
how they will
know
say it.
exactly what they
Yes.
like.
They know
That's so
exactly what they
sweet.
like and they know
Yeah.
exactly what they don't like. Um, and so that is like when they say those things, I'm like, no, I have had conversations like that. So I I believe that that is how those kids answered.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
And like just I thought it was really cute that she was like she likes suits and this man shows up in a suit. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like that they do a good job of matching people up. I don't know how. I'm assuming they must have everybody like apply for the show and then they start like kind of matching, like, okay, we think this might be a good date and this might be a good date, whatever.
mhm.
But yeah, I
It's a
really love
great
it.
feel-good show if you want to watch it.
I can't recommend it enough. It is by far the best reality TV show I've watching.
I'm watching.
I've watching. It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Um, Moving on, you do need to watch Perfect Match.
I don't think I've ever actually watched Perfect Match.
That's crazy. Perfect Match season 4, if you could believe it.
Oh, is what's his name on it?
Chris from Age of Attraction.
Yes. Who else is on it?
He sucks.
Oh,
I can't stand him.
are we shocked?
Love bomber to the max. Like he is a major love bomber. Um,
I,
the next
we
person
knew
you would
this.
know is Jimmy from the season with Megan Fox. He was with Megan Fox.
Oh, yep.
He looks so different. He went and got hair plugs and he looks like a completely different person now.
And he looks good.
He looks good. I'm happy for him. It looks like
Okay.
he's done some growing too, where he's just been like,
Oh, good.
in the past I've done all like I've focused more on like the looks of my partner rather than like whether we actually get along. He's like, so I'm trying to get away from that and focus more on like personality than looks. And then
Literally everybody in that show is pretty.
did you ever watch Love is Blind UK?
Yes.
Okay, her name is Sophie. She didn't get married, but she was in a love triangle and she was kind of mean, blonde,
Yes.
and she was like, I just don't like opening up.
Yes.
I just
Yes.
opening up isn't really my thing.
She
And
was
then she never
in a
did and
love
she didn't get with
triangle
him.
with Kian and
And the other girl, Megan,
yeah, beautiful, beautiful
wonderful
redhead.
couple. Yes. And Sophie seemed like a sweetie. It was like she's mean, but I could tell like there's like some good in her, you know? You know
Yeah,
her.
I do
She
know
comes
her.
into it. Allison from Building the Band, the mean one, the mean blonde one, who thinks she's all that.
The girl who
And she is
thought
she is kind of all that. She's
she is
has an incredible
no,
voice and she's beautiful.
yeah, and can probably dance. So yeah, no.
Yeah. She's in it.
Wow.
Hmm. Hmm.
Good for her. Do you think Harry Styles is gonna come out in it? The guy that she was like obsessed with? The little
I didn't
British
finish the
man?
season. I only watched a couple episodes, so I don't know.
Go finish it.
I know, I know. Um, you have to watch it.
Okay.
One thing
Adrian
I will
usually
say,
watches it, so I'll watch it with him.
I texted him about it. Um, One thing I will say, which I think is hilarious, and my only tidbit for the listeners,
Hmm.
is there's this girl, Allie, who comes from Vanderpump Rules, which is something interesting that Perfect Match is doing. They're bringing in people from like everywhere now. Like it's not just Netflix shows. Like
Netflix shows.
because there's
They're
also
trying to
a
grow
guy that
their
they brought
audience.
in. Yeah, there's a guy that they brought in who's literally just an influencer. Like he's just not from any reality TV show. He's just famous on TikTok and they brought him in. I don't know who he is, but anyways. They brought in this girl, Allie.
Oh, connect.
Again. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
They brought in this girl, Allie from Vanderpump Rules. I from the she like came on and I was like for my first impression was like I don't like her. Like I don't even remember exactly why. I think she said something that I was like, what's going through her brain? Like I don't like her.
Hmm.
And then the more she kept talking and existing, she has become like my absolute favorite. She
Oh.
is so like she talks to this one guy at one point and they're talking about like New Jersey or whatever. And he's like, oh, I'm from New Jersey. She's like, oh my God, I love Jersey boys. And he's like, oh, really? You like Jersey boys? Like thinking like, and she's like, no. Yeah. She's like, yeah, have you seen it? And he's like, seen it. I thought you were talking about like me, like a Jersey boy. And she's like, no, the musical Jersey Boys. And he's like, I'm not really, I don't think I've ever seen a musical. And she literally goes, she goes, oh, like head in her hands, like so disappointed. She's like, don't like
Why are we
musicals.
talking?
And
Never
she
seen one?
and they literally and they stopped talking. Like she does not.
I like her.
And then she's like, she has this romance with this one guy. I'm not going to spoil who because I hope you watch it. But
Yes.
she's having this
Thank
romance
you.
with this one guy, and she starts talking to him, and she's also like, she's just so funny and like kind of aloof. Her job is also that she's an astrologer. That's her job. She's an astrologer. I love her so much. she's
That's a
um
job.
she starts talking to this guy that she's been kind of matching with, and she's just like, so what do you how many kids do you think we should have? Should we have like a boy and two girls, like the other way around? And so they're like talking about it, right? And but you could tell she's like kind of joking, but she's having fun with it, whatever. She's just kind of like, I think her bit is that she doesn't break the bit. Like she just goes through it. Like
I
she
love it.
never admits
Don't
that
break the
she's
bit.
joking. She never admits that it's haha, just kidding, or haha, I'm being cute and silly. Like she just fucking
Goes with it.
she hops in the bit and she rides it all the way to the finish line. She's like, what kind of kids would we have? Whatever, whatever. And he's like, I think I'd want a boy and then like a girl or whatever. And she's like, yeah, and they're gonna be on Broadway. I want to be a stage mom. He's like, well, I don't really know about like all of that. Whatever. She's like, you don't want your son to be on Broadway because why? Why wouldn't you want your son to be on Broadway? Do you understand how proud you'd be as a parent? You would be a proud parent if your kid was on Broadway. And he's just like, well, more than anything, I just want my kid to be happy. And she's like, well, they'll be happy if they're on Broadway. Just like, I love her. Like,
Yeah, yeah, but it's just like I think I am her.
I think, I didn't like her at first. And Osvaldo was like watching me watch this show. And I'm like, oh God, she's so annoying. And then she like keeps going. And I'm like, oh no, I am her. And the way she's talking to him, she's like, so how many kids would we have? Like, the coming on strong immediately is I was like, oh, I am her.
You're like, that's why I didn't like her initially.
That
It was
is,
too similar.
yeah, too close, too close. But she's
Oh, that's funny.
fucking hilarious. I love
That's
her.
funny.
Allie's
I do need to
so
watch.
yeah, I really hope you watch because it's just such mindless TV. It's so, I'm after we're done talking, I'm literally gonna go watch the next episode.
Okay. I'm gonna watch Love on the Spectrum.
Yes, no, watch that. That's a priority.
I am gonna watch. I think Adriana would totally watch Perfect Match because he really likes it. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'll just convince him to be like, hey, Vanessa said.
And they always sprinkle in new twists every season. So you're like, you think you know how the show's gonna go, but then they sprinkle in something and you're like, what the fuck? Like they just did I'm not gonna spoil it, but they just brought in some survivor aspects to the game as well. But I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
what are we doing?
We're voting people out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Um, okay. I think that's awesome. Thank you for catching me up on the world.
You're welcome.
Um, are we ready for
Yeah,
pickles? I know you said you
yeah,
had a lot. Did you want to
yeah.
start or did you want me to start?
I can start. I can start with my
Okay.
first one. So 2 weeks ago, you were in London. I went to the doctor. I have
My teeth
TMI
good?
for the listeners. I'm burping because I just finished my beer. I had a little piece of fat. I've always had, still
Oh,
have, still present. I have a little piece of fat next next to my armpit,
I
like
love
right
that
next
this
to my
is your
armpit.
pickle.
And it's like it doesn't bother me unless I'm wearing like a specific kind of top that like has cutouts, like especially there. And like if you just like look at me, it is so much more prominent on one side than the other. And I've always been like, what's up with that? What's up? But I
So
never
you've always noticed it?
I've always noticed it. Always. I've always
Okay.
been like, okay, there's something weird here, but
Because
I
I
never
have
really thought
no
about
clue
it.
what you're talking about.
And then as I got older, I was like, is this something I should be concerned about? Because I feel like I exercise and I exercise my arms and my chest, but like it's still kind of like more prominent on this side. Like, is this like a mass? Like it's really close to my breast? Like, should I worry about this? I don't know. I brought it up to my doctor because now I'm with UCSD. They care about me so much. They like hit me up all the time. They love me. And they're like, Vanessa, when are you going to come in for a physical? I'm like, guys, relax. I'll be there soon. Don't worry.
I feel like you've been at the doctor nonstop this year.
Literally not. I've been to the doctor like 4 times and I have literally 3 more appointments scheduled in the next few
For
weeks.
what?
Don't worry about it. So, anyways, I go into the doctor for my physical. I'm like, I just mentioned it. I'm like, I've always had this little thing. I don't know if it matters. She looks at it, she touches it. She's like, I don't think it's anything, but it is really close to your breast. So I'm going to send you to an ultrasound. I'm like, an ultrasound? Okay, that's crazy. So I call the ultrasound people. They're like, this guy's like, I can either see you on Tuesday in La Jolla or I could see you in August. I'm like, I'd rather just go Tuesday in La Jolla. Like, I'll just drive up, I'll get it done and over with, whatever, and then I'll know. And so they send me a text. They're like, your appointment's at 2:30, but arrive at 2:15 to account for parking and stuff. I'm like, okay, account for parking and stuff, whatever. I drive up there. I get up there. As I'm pulling up to the location, right before I'm like arrive, like I have it on my Google Maps, like right before I'm arriving, I'm like feet away at this point. It feels like I see a parking structure. I'm like, let me go in this parking structure and park. I I pull my car in, I'm driving around. It's like, oh, these are like B spots or whatever. I'm like, I know you have to pay for these. These are like student employee spots or whatever. And I'm like driving around and then I get up more floors, and then it turns into residential. And I'm like, residential? People live around here? That's weird. I'm like driving around, whatever. I drive into this parking structure. Now it's taking me like 10, 15 minutes at this point. It's like basically 2:30. And my appointment starts at 2:30. I was supposed to get there at 2:15, which I did to account for time for parking. I'm like, I've spent 15 minutes in this parking structure and I don't know where there's any
Where I'm
parking
supposed
spot.
to park.
Where am I supposed to park? So I go all the way, I have to go all the way back, all the floors. I leave the parking structure. I'm like, fuck this parking structure. Where am I supposed to park? I drive up to
Whoa,
the building.
keep going.
I pull up to the building that I'm supposed to go to, and I'm like, can I park in front of here? No, you can't park in front of there. Okay, great. Cool. I keep driving around. Finally, I find visitor parking. Great. I get there, visitor parking. I go, I pull up, whatever. Pay by app. Pay by app? Okay, weird. They're like 30 minutes free. I'm like, okay, 30 minutes free. That's cool. After that, $7 minimum that you have to spend on parking. Seven. Okay, cool. That's fine. At this point, I have to walk. I park. I already have the app because I did used to work for UCSD. I leave. I'm walking to this building. I'm fucking speed walking. I'm going as fast as I can. At this point, arriving into the building at 2:45. It's been 30 minutes now since I first started looking for parking in the parking structures.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm losing my shit. I'm like, I drove all the way up to La Jolla, and the appointment is probably not gonna happen at this point. I get there, I get into the first floor, and that's what they said. It said go to the first floor and talk to the person at the reception. They'll check you in and they'll send you to your great. I get there, I find this lady, whatever. I'm
Your mic is
waiting.
like cutting off again.
What the f
Now it sounds fine, but it keeps like being staticky.
Okay. So then I get to the first floor, as I've been told. I arrive. I see the lady at the check-in counter, but she's with another old lady. Going on about,
What the fuck?
my God, man, this just pissed me off. This old lady's going on about, I don't know what the fuck. She's pissed off about something and she's like, whatever. And so it takes like 5 minutes for them to like chat. And then I could finally go in and check in. I go up to the lady. I'm like, hey, and I'm checking in for an ultrasound appointment. And she's like, oh, that's on the first floor. I'm like, what floor are we on? And she's like, this is the lobby. Great. Great. She's like, you have to go upstairs to the first floor. Cool.
So I
Thank you
stood
so
for
much.
5 minutes for no fucking reason.
For
Got it.
literally no fucking reason. Now it's 2:50. Great. Now I'm 20 minutes late for my appointment. Love that so much. I go up, I finally get to the check-in counter at the actual ultrasound place. And they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Vanessa. I'm like, I'm late for my appointment. Oh my God.
This is my pickle now.
This is my pickle. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay. I get there. And I'm like, I'm late. My appointment was at 2:30, and here I am now. And they're like, we can squeeze you in. You're just gonna have to wait. Okay, fine. Luckily, I only end up waiting 10 minutes, and then
Okay.
I'll go in and I do my ultrasound, and it turns out literally nothing's wrong with me, which is fine, which is totally fine. That's the preference. That's the preference. My
To oh,
Oh my fucking God.
so it's being so pissy right now. Okay, my pickles to detail the list. Pickle number one, parking was $7. That's crazy. At a hospital? It's not the mall. If it was the mall, I paid $7. Okay, whatever. I'm at the mall. I'm shopping anyways. To go to the doctor, I have to pay $7. That's crazy before I even go in, just to leave my car there. And there's no other way to get there. I'm sure there's a bus, but how would I do that? Two, um, that it was so complicated to get to where I was supposed to get to.
That was insane.
Three,
this fucking
three, that I just have a piece of fat on my body. And like I don't know how to get rid of it. Like there's no they weren't like it's lipoma, like let's surgically remove it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like an outside factor that like I can't control. I have this piece of fat, I can't control that. It's like I can control it and now I have to find a way to deal with it myself. So I've been texting Andre and I've been like Andre's been sending me workout videos. Like this is the kind of workouts you should do to target this little like section of like
Anytime I do anything remotely related to that area, I'm like, oh, I should record this for Vanessa.
yeah, I've been getting my reps in, don't worry. Hopefully
Good.
I should take like a progress pic, huh?
You
And be
should.
like, if you want to get rid of this very specific piece of fat. And it just bothers me. I feel like when I wear certain types of tops, like that it like just
Yeah,
sticks.
because you're so aware of it.
And literally nobody else notices. It's just me. But now it's just like kind of a fun like side quest. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like find a way to get rid of this.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's my
funny.
pickle. One of my
I'm so
pickles.
sorry that that is your pickle. Because that was so many pickles in one pickle.
I know. It was a really fucked up experience. Anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. Anyways, do you have any other pickles?
I do, yeah. My other pickle is it's pretty simple. It's just that I owed the IRS money this year for my taxes, if you can believe that.
That sucks.
I
Did you do everything right?
I brought my taxes to a tax
here. So get this.
get this. I paid $200 for someone else to do my taxes, and then I ended up owing the IRS money. I was like, that's so fucked up. I got a text, your taxes are ready to be picked up. I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna go pick up my fucking I'm gonna get money. I cannot fucking wait for my tax break to get money. And I showed up and they're like, you owe the IRS $365. Come again?
I feel like something's wrong in your paperwork.
And then I asked, I was like, why? And they were like, do you happen to have your 24 taxes on you? No, I don't have my 2024 taxes on me right now. I came to pick up. Nope, I don't have them on me. Why did you guys ask me for them before? And then they were like, she was like, let me go ask the person. She brings the accountant out. That guy, my age. That guy did not know. He was looking at, he's like, covered California, that you use that? I'm like, I knew that he didn't know what he was talking about, and I just didn't want, I was like, okay, cool. But like, how would that make sense? The fact that I needed covered California means I should pay the IRS money? That doesn't
I,
really, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no clue. That is the one thing.
I am
Well,
filing
there's a
my
lot
own
of things.
taxes next year. I am not going back there. Maybe I was filing it wrong all these years. I don't think I was. Maybe I was,
Did
but
you
I'm going to go back to
use?
filing it incorrectly.
Oh my God.
I'm
Maybe
filing
don't
it
say that
myself.
on here. Maybe
Well,
don't say that on
I
here.
I have I have been filing it correctly to my knowledge all these years, but the way that they're making me pay this year is I'm like, did I do it wrong last year? Like I don't think I did. I don't know. I don't know, man. But I'm filing my own taxes next year.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have yet, and knocking on wood, I have yet to pay. So
See? And what's up with that?
this is why I said I feel like something went wrong.
Something went wrong because it's like,
But
what do
like,
you mean?
but so same, very similar thing happened to my brother and his wife last year. They had to pay. And they were like, why the fuck did you guys not have to pay? Because we got money back.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, it's the way like you fill out your paperwork too when you get hired. Um,
Hmm.
and so it's just like different things like that. So they ended up going to the same person that we went to.
Hmm.
And she's like, okay, it's based off of these things that you guys filled out when you guys got hired. And so she was like, so change that.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
what I'm
now
wondering. I'm
this
like, maybe
year,
it's the new job that I filled out something wrong,
so
but they didn't
this year they got money
express
back.
that to me. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go into it and I'm gonna do some deep diving because
Yeah,
I'm
that's so fair.
not about to give my money to the IRS like that again.
Anyways, any other pickles? Because that's
Go
a
ahead.
definitely one.
You
No
go
more?
ahead. No, no
Oh,
more.
okay. I also have, I think two. One, my first one is well, so we show well, actually, I'm gonna go in order.
Hmm.
Um, the day before I'm supposed to leave to Mexico City, I run out of blush. And my blush is like, and
Hmm.
I knew, but I was kind of holding out. And then I was like,
Hmm.
oh no, this is done.
Yep.
And I have back-to-back trips. I might as well go. So I go to Ulta,
Hmm.
because I was using the Anastasia stick.
Hmm.
And so I go to that section, no stick.
Wow.
I'm like, where the fuck is the blush?
Hmm.
And so I even look at the girl, I like ask for help. I'm like, hello.
Hmm.
And I was like, hey, I'm like, you guys don't have the stick blush?
What's good?
And she was like, no, I guess we don't carry it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here and I need this.
Hmm.
I don't have a lot of time. I was like, okay. I'm like, can you recommend something then? I was like, I need a blush, like to do.
Hmm.
And then so this girl is being so nice, but
Hmm.
she's like showing me around like different blush sticks, whatever. And God bless her because she was trying.
Hmm.
And it's me. I know I'm the problem in this
Hmm.
situation.
Hmm.
But she was like, so like shows me a few couple and I'm like not fully like in love with them. I'm like, I don't
Hmm.
really know, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then even shows me like the pigment ones where it's just like you blop and then you like, like you spread them out.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm still not like fully convinced of anything. And then she was like, "Well, what kind of foundation do you use? Like, do you use like a cream or a whatever?" And I'm like, "Oh, like no, mine's not liquid. It's like a stick. Um, so it's more cream based, whatever." So she was like, "Oh, well, actually, that one that you really liked won't do well." I'm like, "Well, that fucking sucks. So like, let's start all
Okay.
over again, I guess."
Yeah. Hello.
And then she's showing me these blushes and she's like putting it in my hand, which I hate. I hate the hand thing. I'm a visual human being. I need to see it on my actual face.
Oh,
But
okay.
whatever. And so we're doing it, and then I look at her because like they look so light.
Hmm.
And my pickle is that I like look at her and I was like, I think I might be like blush blind. I was like, but I feel like it needs to be more.
Hmm.
Like, and having to admit that like I'm a little bit blush blind and that I
Hmm.
do but I don't feel like
No, you're not blush blind.
I don't feel like I
No.
wear a ridiculous amount of blush, but
Mm-mm.
like I feel like what she was suggesting for me was like
Was like nothing.
nothing. And I'm like, granted, like it was the end of the day.
Hmm.
Like I guess my face looked like the way it looks now, but but I was like, no, like I am if I'm paying 40 fucking dollars for blush,
Yeah.
like I want it to look like I put on blush.
Hmm.
And so I did eventually find something, but it like my pickle was just like one having to admit that I'm blush blind or like having to
Hmm.
use that to like say like, girl,
Give me
I want it
something.
to look like I'm alive.
Yeah.
Like I look dead and pale already. Like I need
Hmm.
color.
Hmm.
So that was pickle number one. Pickle number two was my cousin when we were celebrating her bachelorette. She was so freaking sweet and gave us like these little like bags with our names engraved in them and then had
Hmm.
like cute little things inside. One of
Hmm.
the really cute little things inside is a hair stick. Have you used one?
What's a hair stick?
It's literally a
Oh,
stick
that you just pin into your hair.
that you can like use it to
Yeah.
like whatever. My
Yeah.
hair's too short.
Oh,
I
you poor baby.
know. And I was like, damn it, I just cut it.
It
Like
is the consequences of your own actions. That's tough.
literally. Literally, because it's so cute and everybody else like used it and I was like, it looks so cute. I'm like, I look like a little samurai. Like if I do the little half thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, so I do use it at home, but like
Yeah.
half of it comes off because it's like too short right
Mm-hmm.
now. But I'm like, it's so cute.
Aw.
And I was like, I'm super excited to eventually use it. I do have it, but that's
Hmm.
my pickle. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, why did
That's
I
tough.
decide to cut my hair?
Hmm. No, that's tough.
Uh-huh.
That's tough.
Those are my two main pickles.
Very good. Simple joys.
Simple joys.
Okay. My simple joy is um I guess just like being able to explore this little neighborhood a little bit more.
Mm.
But um right next to our favorite coffee shop has always
Hmm.
been like it's been a couple different businesses now. It was a poke place when he first moved here, and then it turned into like a chicken place that like nobody was ever at, and it looked kind of weird. So we were like, let's maybe not go there.
That's not.
Yeah, and then it just they're having their soft opening this week. It's turning into a sandwich.
Deli spot.
Mm. That sounds good. You're a big deli person, right?
What's up?
Are you a big deli person?
I love a sandwich. I love a
Yeah, I
sandwich.
love a sandwich.
And so we go this week, and well, we had just the cutest day. Like he didn't have to cross the border at all, and so he was like, "Let's go, let's work from a coffee shop today." I'm like, "I'm down actually." So we find a coffee shop in the afternoon, that we had been to before, but it's like just a cute kind of like living room space. Like it's just a really nice
Hmm.
vibe. We go there, and then across the street is this kind of like outdoor, indoor bar and bites kind of place. But it's really cute. There's like a big tree that covers everything and they put Christmas lights in it. And it's just like a really nice vibe. So we watch the Padres game, and then we're like, oh, let's go check out that new deli. And so we go to this new deli and we go in and we get a couple of sandwiches and we're talking to the lady like, oh, talking about how, they opened really quickly and everything. And she's like, and we're like, oh, where do you get are you making the bread yourself? Or are you like, where are you getting it from? She goes, oh, I'm actually getting it from this place called La Ventanita, which is hilarious because we had just gone to La Ventanita for the first time the week before because we had heard of
Hmm.
how incredible of a bakery it is. And we went and tried it for the first time and we were like, oh my God, we're obsessed with this place. And she's like, oh, I get my bread from the La Ventanita and I'm planning on having sweets from the La Ventanita also, like
You're like
here.
perfect.
And we're like, I was like, this is amazing. Like now we're just gonna have like coffee, deli, treats, and then like right next door to that place too is also like they make fresh juices and they do like fresh like overnight oats and things that you could buy from there
Hmm.
too in the mornings. So it's just also like getting acquainted with the neighborhood a little even more than we were before, and just like all these like really local spots opening up. That's just makes me so happy. That's my simple joy.
Nice. That is a great simple joy. My simple joy is literally all of my trips.
Hmm.
Like everything went great too. So like it was so many back-to-back trips. Like I feel like I was kind of destined to maybe like, have a
Run
delay,
into
have
some issues.
something. And like everything went well, everything was great. Um, so it was just a lot of fun to do everything.
Hmm.
It was a little hectic, but it was a lot of fun.
Hmm.
And I feel like I feel like we're already going to Thailand. Like I feel like I need to start packing already. Um,
Yeah.
my goal this today is to like finish everything and I'll send flights and everything. Um,
Perfect.
but yeah, like my simple joy has been that, like just traveling. One, the ability to be able to travel,
Hmm.
how lucky I've been in all of my flights,
Hmm.
and just like all the traveling, the people that I've had the opportunity to travel with, like
Hmm.
both groups very different, but both groups a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And one group I had obviously like spent a lot of time with already, and like that was really fun. But with another group, it was like my first time traveling with
Hmm.
like half of the group, honestly. It was like my first time traveling with them. So that
Hmm.
was also like really fun. And it was just, you never really know how five girls are gonna vibe. Um,
Hmm.
but like we vibed really well and like
That's good.
it was just such a fun time. And the other simple joy is that the group chat has stayed alive after the trip.
Oh, that's cute.
And that's always fun. That's
Yeah,
just
that's cute.
always fun when the group chat stays alive
Yeah.
after the trip. Before we do our songs of the week,
Yes.
my question to you is, what is, because it's related, what is a song that you wish you could hear again for the first time?
Oh, that's difficult.
I know, I had a really, really hard time.
I know.
Okay.
I wish I could listen to Answer Me from the
Oh.
band's Visit for the first time again.
Mm.
The way that song was just like so gorgeously performed, and the sentiment that it has and just the
Mm-hmm.
way it was delivered was just so perfect, and is truly probably one of my top, if not my favorite moment that I've ever experienced in the theater.
Mm.
And I wish I could experience that again for the first time. That song. And like I've listened to it so many times since then, and like it's an amazing song. I love it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
never gonna like match that feeling of I'm just trying to relive that high again every time I listen to that song.
Yeah.
How about you?
Actually, you just changed my mind. Um, and I know I changed it to a theater song. But I think it's very similar experience to what you said. It's like I wish I could be even more aware of it.
Mhm.
And with the experiences that I've like had now with my job. But it's from Dear Evan Hansen.
Mm.
You Will Be Found, I think, or
Aw.
yeah, it's just yeah, I think it's that whole show is like insane, and
Mhm.
we are watching it when it's at playing at Signet. Like I am
Yes,
for
very
sure
soon.
going.
Hmm.
Um, but I just think that yeah, I think that song is definitely one of those for me that I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
every time I hear it, every time I
Yeah.
see it, I watched it on Amazon when like I was like, I don't care.
Mhm.
Like I don't care if he's too old for this role. Like,
Yeah, I still just have
um,
that feeling for it. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, and it's yeah. But at first I was thinking some of those fun songs where I feel like I just naturally listen to them because I grew up with them, but I wish I
Hmm.
could like listen to them for the first time now as an adult.
Oh, I could see
Yep.
that. Yeah,
Yeah. Anyways, what is your song of the
very good.
week?
My song of the week is Haircut by Noah Kahan.
Mm.
Uh, Noah Kahan, man, new album, The Great Divide, out now. Listen to it. So good. I love his music so much. So, so much. I've also been really getting into A Complete Aside. Ego, what's it called? It's Haley Williams, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. That
Oh.
album. Really good. Love it. Been listening to that one a lot too. So,
Okay.
those are my recs.
Um, my song of the week is Superestrella by Aitana.
Mm,
I sent it to you. I don't know if you listened to it.
I haven't yet.
Um, it is one, if you're in like any of the Latin TikTok, it became kind of popular in Latin TikTok.
Hmm.
Um, but it was just like the song of the bachelorette party, like of the bachelorette weekend.
That's cute.
And so it's just been stuck in my head.
Hmm.
Also, I feel like, and this is literally what I texted Vanessa, I was like, I need you to listen to this. Um, I feel like Taylor Swift wrote this song, or like this is a song that Taylor
Yeah.
Swift would have written
Hmm.
about her and Travis Kelce.
Hmm.
Like it's if you don't understand Spanish, is literally about like her being a superstar and like this guy like saying like and she's being like it's kind of hard to fall in love with a superstar. It's hard being with a superstar and he's like
Hmm.
I'm in.
Yeah.
And so it's just like a fun little
That's cute.
beat and it's cute and playful. And so yeah, it was definitely our song of like the whole Bachelorette. And I have
Hmm.
not stopped. Like literally anytime I get in the car and I'm like, I want to just dance. I'm like,
Yeah. Put it on.
yeah.
I love it. I love
So
it.
that's it.
Okay. That's an
Okay.
episode.
Make sure to follow, give us a like, a review, subscribe on Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube.
YouTube. Um, Also give us a follow on TikTok or Instagram at CheesemanPod, or shoot us an email, cheesemancocktailspod@gmail.com.
And hope you have a lovely, lovely week. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
I did it.